Okay.
Happy Tuesday. Today is Tuesday. Of course, I said Tuesday again. But today's call is going to be about health freedom. I'm going to be discussing with one of my colleagues, uh, friend from another end in Louisiana, named DePoris. He's going to introduce himself. Um, and we're going to get discussing. So I'm excited. Okay, wait, how do I do this? Oh, yeah. Let's see if it worked. I think I pressed accept already. Okay, let me send you a request again. Go live. Yeah, should work.
There we are. I think we're
Okay,
good.
there we are. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's like connection issues or what. Okay, it's okay. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you great.
Do I have a
Let
good?
me. I'm thinking whether I should just turn up. I'm thinking whether I should just turn off my data and use my. I mean, you turn. Because
My
it might
Wi-Fi
be.
off to use the main data. Am I coming through okay?
That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, it's much better now. Yeah.
Okay, good. You can
Okay,
hear
I
you
turned
can
mine
hear
off
me
as well.
good?
Yeah. Yeah, I can hear you great, man.
Excellent.
I can hear you
Excellent.
great. So, the poorest. Happy Tuesday.
Definitely
Happy
happy
Tuesday,
Tuesday, my
firstly.
brother. I do apologize. I'm looking around for everything right now. Oh, my daughter
Mhm.
likes to come in my office in the morning because she knows where I keep my Supreme. Hey,
The Supreme is mean,
when
as
I
they say. You
I'm,
know.
when I say it like this, and a lot of people who don't know, who for one reason or another has not put this in their cup yet, they do not understand. Whenever you get to the point where you
It's
get
great.
that supreme feeling in your body, and you have the ability to uh, uh, be as relaxed as you want to be, fully energized as you
Mhm.
can get the amount of rest that you can get, maximizing your day fully. And and I'm gonna say like
Mhm.
this, I had a new contact, somebody brand new to me that I literally was on the line with for the first time ever. This morning here, it was nighttime in
Yeah,
Thailand. They tell me because even people see you, they look at all your pictures and stuff that you've been posting over the years and everything. She saw
of
me
course.
for
Yeah.
real today, on video call. We did a short conference with her and a couple other people today, and she tells me after we got off the call, she was like, you look younger and better than you did in your pictures and stuff, and I'm telling her, I say, hey, it's there's no other way to explain it. You literally need to experience it for yourself, for your body to tell your story. You know?
Big facts. Big facts. And like, even just a little note on the Supreme. The one word that comes to mind for me is
Ooh,
vitality.
that's real.
Like, if there's just one word, vitality. Like, it's helped me personally. Like,
You know,
literally, just like sustaining that
and
energy for a long period of time. Like we're helping me with my
and the
workouts and all these other things. And that's what I want to
and the
touch
thing
upon as
about it,
well.
that I can touch on. I don't know if you can
Um,
see this sign that I got behind me. I put it up there. I'm gonna take a picture of it and shoot it to you so you can see. I literally,
is
yes, it
that your
is.
testimonial
Yes,
picture?
it is. And because
Okay, yeah. Tell us a bit about this. Tell
I
us a bit about this, so the
I at
audience when they
one
get in.
time You know, because, you know, growing up, you know, people always
Mhm.
tell you, you know, whenever you lean and fit and everything, people always say, you know, oh, you gonna get to that certain age whenever you gonna start putting on the weight. You gonna get to that certain age where you gonna start slowing down. You gonna get to this. And, you know, after a while, you know, it starts to add up and you start to thinking to yourself and say, look, well, maybe it was right. When you start hitting them 30s, you know, you start pounding on, you started putting on them extra pounds. When you hit 40 and stuff, you start slowing down. Things start
Mhm.
adding up, you know, and I had made
Mhm.
my way up to, it's, 245 pounds is the me over here, 245 pounds. Me on this side right here is down to two.
Wow.
I took this picture right here when I was at 206. Um,
Can you zoom out so we can
but
see a bit better?
let me
I
do
can't
this
really
right
see
here.
too clear. Just briefly show us.
See this over here? This was me at
Okay, so that's
245
before.
right here.
Oh
This
wow.
is
Okay.
me at 206.
Okay. The Porus became an Avenger.
You know,
he went from four in the first part of the movie
but
to the next part.
nah, you
Let me
good,
just
my
close this
brother. You
window.
good. But you know, I post that because, you know, so people could actually see and understand. You know, quite frankly, you don't have to do
Hmm.
drastic
Robert.
measures
Yeah.
in your life to make a big difference. And I mean, and that's a big difference. You know what I'm saying?
Most
You know,
definitely.
people always talk, you know, will tell you, you know, you'll
Yeah.
see all these different fat, you know, lose weight stories and stuff that people are always going to tell you and stuff. And they're going to tell you these things, you know, well, you can't eat the bread. You got to stop eating pizza. You got to stop, you know, with the ice cream. You got to stop doing this and stop doing that. You got to start doing, you know, you got to start doing,
Hmm.
you know, all these gym hours. You got to do, you know, about an hour of cardio every day. I don't do none of that, to be honest with y'all. I'm just being straightforward. I will not go to the gym. Your life should be your workout. You know, you should do something every day to get your heart moving. If your heart does not pulse every day
Hmm.
behind activities you do, you're not living right. I'm just being honest with you.
Oh, I like that. I like
If the
that.
food,
Hmm. And
you
them
know,
kids get
that
you
I'm
active as well.
saying, man, look, if the
Yeah,
foods that
yeah.
you eat, if you don't know what's in it, you should
Mhm.
not eat it. Straightforward. You know, I go to the park sometimes. I remember one time I went to the park and they had a sign posted up, you know, to not feed the ducks bread. I live on a
Mhm.
farm. Them ducks eat bread. Them ducks eat a lot of bread. You feel me? The ducks, the chickens, the hogs, the cattle, them animals eat bread.
Yeah, they eating
Key
something, that's
thing
for
is this.
sure.
The majority of the bread in your supermarket is filled with is
Yeah.
filled with what's the word I'm looking for? Preservatives. Your body can't digest all this
Mm-hmm.
stuff.
Them
Additives,
additives and
preservatives,
stuff. Hmm.
dyes, all of these things that's just not
Yeah,
natural. You know, one of the things
the
Dr.
natural sugars.
Bob
Hmm.
says, and I love this quote that he says. I don't know if it's his quote personally, but he's the only one or should I say, he's the first and the main person I've ever heard say this. God made, you
Hmm.
know, and I'm gonna paraphrase it because I'm not gonna quote it exactly just because I want to, but you know what God made, you know, God made it. You should love it. You know,
Yeah, yeah. If man made it, stay
you know
away.
what
If
I'm
God made it,
talking
it's
about.
okay. That's
Yeah,
yeah.
you
That's what
know,
he said. I remember him
if
saying that.
man
Yeah,
made it, stay
yeah,
away. If God made it, it's okay. You know, because you know, if God made something that's good, He makes stuff to be good for you for a reason. And you know, a lot of things that you know, a man puts together, they'll put it together to give you a fix for a little while that'll have you yearning to go back to get it again. You know, I was looking at, I saw this testimony. It was something that was made about the foods that majority of people eat these days. And it even went all the way down to the types of
yeah. Hmm.
cheese that people eat. You know, you know, some of the large amounts of cheese out there has up to 50 plus additives in it. You heard
Wow.
what I said. There's more additives.
No,
Look,
I don't see that. That doesn't happen on
no,
the farm, does it?
look, man, look. I mean,
That's,
look. Even
that's a
even
different
the
story,
butter and the
bro.
margarine that people use. You know, you have. I mean, I saw. They had was at the store one time, and I did it to prove a point, and I didn't even
Mhm.
realize it until I pulled one off the shelf and showed it to somebody in the store, and I started reading off a lot of the things that's in the butter slash margarine that they wanted to buy because I mean it was 75 cents. And the one that I pull off the shelf that I'm going to get for me costs, almost $3. You feel what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But when I pointed something out to him and I started
Yeah.
reading off all of the stuff that's on it, I said, baby, look, there's over 35 different ingredients in this stuff, and not one of them are dairy. None of this is, I mean, the only natural thing that they had in there was salt. Everything else in it was an artificial additive that was created in somebody's lab. The butter that I put
Yeah.
yeah,
And it's
look,
not,
the
not
butter that
beneficial
I
to the
had in
body
my
as well.
cart that I showed her had two ingredients in it: sweet cream and salt. That's it. Why would you want to put all of this other
No.
stuff in your body? Your body can't break it down. I showed her
Hmm. So like,
yes
I
sir.
have a good, I have a question as well. So I know with your with your transformation,
Yes,
you took the shakes, right? And and you took,
I
I think,
did.
was it the coffee as well? What was that? What was that difference
Wow.
between? Have you taken shakes
I
before?
have
Have
I
you taken
have
coffee? Had
had
coffee
I
before?
have
Like,
had
and what was
shakes
the
before.
difference?
I've tasted coffee before. I'm a Thibodeau. You feel me? I come from a legacy of people that got
Hmm.
coffee all day long. And I've tasted coffee from from the different houses and stuff, and I'm gonna tell you, it literally almost every cup of coffee that I've ever had felt like somebody kicked me in the gut. I mean, it was miserable, man. I couldn't stand it. I
Fighting
couldn't
that
stand it.
every day.
I couldn't understand how y'all gonna drink this stuff every day. This stuff makes me feel miserable. Um, and
That's
I'm gonna be honest with
crazy.
you, when I first started the company with Organo, I understood two things that made me want to partner
Yeah.
in the company because at first I
Hmm.
didn't want to do it because it was coffee. I didn't want to do it. But the two things that made me want to become a part of
Yeah.
this company was the fact that over 80% of the world drinks coffee. And on top of that, about
Hmm.
75+% of those people drinks coffee 2 or 3 times a day. I saw dollar signs whenever
It's
I
true.
saw
Yeah.
that I could actually get exactly. Whenever
It's a
I saw that
commodity,
I
you
could
know?
get into
Yeah.
this business for $50 USD. Whenever I saw that I could get into this business for $50, my mind blew up. I'm like, I could get started for $50 and I could start making money off of people drinking coffee. Yeah, I want to get in. But I'm gonna tell you this. I was I'm gonna be honest with you. I was moving coffee like crazy, just on the retail side. Moving coffee on the retail side actually freed me up from having to have a job. Feel me on that. I love the
Yeah. Yeah. I feel you
simplicity
on that
of
one. Yeah.
making money and earning money in this company because you buy coffee wholesale, you sell it retail, and the majority of the time you can make your own retail price. I mean,
Yeah.
look at it.
And
Look,
yeah. So you just even on
look,
like the economic standpoint, like
look at it.
it's just so
Oh
great. And
yeah,
like on even on the karmic level, like it's like you're giving something of value. Like you're not
yes,
giving that kick in
yes.
the gut coffee. You know what I mean? You're giving like something that's gonna help
Look at
people
it
as
like
well.
this,
So
my brother.
yeah,
These two
that's
boxes
cool.
of coffee right here cost me what, twenty
Yeah.
dollars a box. There's 30 cups in here. There's 20
Hmm.
cups in here. Each one of these, if I open this box, I'll sell a cup of coffee per cup for $3 a cup. That turns this box of coffee right here into a $40 profit. This one right here is going to turn this box of coffee right here into a what, $50 profit. It's a no brainer for me. I'm gonna make some money off of selling some coffee, even if So with me putting it like that, there's money to be made in the coffee. And there's a new term, and I say new term because it's new to me. I don't know if people have been using it for a while, but there is functional functional
Mhm.
foods, which really
Yeah,
and
functional
truly
foods. Mhm.
is what the OGX shakes are. I mean, it's a functional food. I mean, if you really want to be honest with it.
Mhm.
But check this
Yeah,
out.
correct.
Imagine this is even bigger. This thought right here blew my mind up whenever I stopped and really started thinking about it. What if your coffee is now a functional food as well? You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Your coffee
that's
is
the
now
powerful
a
part.
functional food as well. Even and I'm gonna give you, I'm gonna throw something else at you too. I probably don't have. No, I do. I don't know if y'all have the smile in your area of the world yet, but wait,
We don't, in Europe it's not available, but we have it around
yes.
within our in our US market as
Imagine
well.
this: your
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
toothpaste is now functional. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm. And as well, like so that's a great point as well because we're imagine like bringing functional solutions to a
Exactly.
dysfunctional society. So it's like
Exactly.
so it's like it's like a society that's like gave up that's like neglected their health, neglected their hygiene, neglected all these other things, and now there's a not only affordable, not only convenient, but a truly like
Yeah.
healthier choice of
And
living.
but
You know what I mean? So and
but you know the
yeah,
best way to
continue on that.
think
Yeah.
about it is like this as well. You know, because I love the way you just put that. You know, you have a healthier choice, but you also have a healthier choice and a healthier option, a healthier way to live. And it literally, and I'm saying this literally because I mean, I've even looked at it whenever I was in Thailand. I've got quite a few friends in other countries as well that even took some. I mean, they take pictures when
Mm-hmm.
if they're passing a coffee shop and they step in and we're on the line. I've always asked them to take a picture of the menu and send it to me because I want to see what the prices are within the market over there, especially if we're open to do business in their country. Because I love to point out one simple fact you have a crowd of people that would love to go to the coffee shop to get their coffee, right? You can get a cup of our
Mm-hmm.
coffee, which is much more functional for you and your body. It tastes better. I'm yet to have people literally around the world that taste our coffee and doesn't say it and will not testify to the simple fact. And I rewind that. Let me say, I've had six people in the 13 years that I've been doing this company. I've had six people tell me that our coffee wasn't their favorite. Six in 13 years.
Mm-hmm.
I think throwing those numbers in, doing that amount of math throws up a whole lot of good. Good. It puts the
Yeah,
value.
that's definitely
Yes,
less than 1%.
yes. It puts the value in what you have to serve, my brother, so much better
Yeah,
for them. You know, because when you
indeed,
stop and look at
indeed.
it, you know, you how often do you when people go to get something that they want to consume, something to be served to them, and they stop and actually think about what they're getting. You know, my wife used to hate it whenever we went to the store and we stop and look at things, especially a loaf of bread and so forth. If it's a consumable and I'm eating it and I'm feeding it to my children, I want to know what's in it. So she used to hate it when I used to do that.
Yeah.
Now she
Mm-hmm.
won't go to the store and pick something up without reading the label. You know, because I mean literally, you know,
And it's
exactly.
awareness as well. You know, awareness like really does
Yes,
empower
sir.
people as well. It's like, okay, now I'm in control of,
You know,
I'm in control of my decisions. Like, it's like, oh wait,
you,
I'm in control of my
you
decisions. I never
exactly.
knew. Like, you know what I
You're in
mean?
control of you. You know, you're in control of your body. You're in control of your destiny. You're in control of what the world is going to take you as. You know, if you know, and you know, it struggles
Mm-hmm.
sometimes because I know a lot of people they just hold a lot of value on things that they don't understand just because somebody's giving them something that sounds good, it's a good bite, and they're feeling good because somebody's telling
Mm-hmm.
them something that they're not 100% aware of. So they just want to take it for a whole lot of gold, thinking that they're just feeding them the best knowledge. And a lot of times I'm
Mm-hmm.
listening to a lot of these people saying stuff, you know, and it's really, I'm thinking to myself, how are you actually telling people this stuff? And they're actually believing this because what you're saying makes no sense, you know? And I say that because, you know,
Hmm.
especially after being a
Yeah.
part of Organo, a part of this functional food line that we have within our coffee and our teas and our shakes, and you know, seeing people
Hmm.
from, and I'm saying literally seeing people from about three of me inside of their one body. They're shorter than me. They're, you know, they're, you know, they're at a size where they were totally uncomfortable. Whenever they started consuming the coffee and then they started consuming the shakes,
Yeah.
they became a whole lot less than where they were. And I'm saying that size wise, not value wise, by no means. You know, their value
Yeah.
mentally and physically totally increased. They love life more. They're out doing things more. And they're, you know, even the foods that they eat is much more richer than where they were, because they understood, they come to
Yeah.
understand
Hmm.
that, you know, now with the ability to enjoy a much healthier lifestyle, you know, they're spending less money on the foods that they on a month to month than what they were spending
Hmm.
at first. You know, they're able to enjoy life a whole lot better. And I mean, even a couple I met, and I'm saying this more than once, you know, I just say a couple,
Yeah.
you know, just because, you know, it's actually a man and a husband and a wife. And, but this has happened more than once within the life of the time that I've been in this company. You got people that come together. They partner within the company. And and I say partner loosely because not all of them actually become a partner in the company. Some of them just want to be customers. Either way, you're partnering in the company. You know, you're partnering for your testimony, for your life
Yeah.
to get
Hmm.
better. And I've seen people, you know, literally lose so much weight dramatically behind just enjoying the shakes that we have. Because I mean, I've had people that have made shakes for me from other companies and everything. And this is even before Organo,
Hmm.
before I knew about Organo, before I partnered in the company. And some
Yeah.
of these companies were around before Organo was even thought of, you know. But with that being said,
Yeah.
they
Hmm.
gave me some of these shakes. As good as healthy as they could be for you, the taste just was not there. And anybody who knows me, one thing is always going to be on
Hmm.
point. If it don't taste good, I'm not consuming it. It's just not going to work.
Yeah.
If it
Hmm.
doesn't taste
Hmm.
good, I don't want it.
Yeah. That's like, and that's for
Yeah,
majority of the world as well. It's like that's why it's hard for people to adopt a healthier habit, is because it's like people always ask like, what's the best thing I can
hmm
do for myself? And often the answer is the thing you can do
that's
consistently.
true.
And then so now you put in these factors and like, it's now you put in these factors saying like, okay, am I willing to taste this goodness every
hmm
day? Yeah, sure, why not?
You know,
Am I willing to feel
I'm
good every
gonna
day?
tell
You know
you
what I
this,
mean?
man.
Like,
Whatever you
this is
said that, it brought a thought to mind. My daughter in Thailand, and to clarify that, with my wife and my family, we had an exchange student a few years ago from Thailand, from Bangkok. You know, her family, my family, we fell in love with each other. You know, everybody's great. We love it whenever we get a chance to get on the phone, a video call and talk and see everybody again. You know, it's always smiles. Anytime they're over here, they always know they got a place in the States to come and stay. And anytime I'm in Thailand, they always,
yeah,
you know, I'm always there spending time with them and family and everything. Obviously, whenever I'm not with them, I'm working because I got things to do. I travel in order to build our company and everything. So it's exciting for me to be
yeah,
able to do so.
hmm.
But one of the things that she said to me this past Sunday when we were on the phone, she told me because I told her I was making a shake, and I was making the chocolate shake, and I was putting the mocha coffee blend in it and everything, and I was throwing making a post and stuff. And I thought about the post after I thought about making it stuff. I'm like, this could be like a chocolate lover's paradise. I'm like, this is amazing, a functional food that's amazingly chocolate delicious and
Yeah.
everything. And whenever I told her I was making that, she said, and I quote, "But Dad, you don't like chocolate." I told her, I said, "You know, you're right, but this is delicious." You know, there is not a lot of chocolate out there that I like. You know, if in order for me to have a chocolate, it has to be a
Hmm.
really, really good chocolate. You know, a lot of the stuff that people consume on a
Yeah.
regular basis and they say is good chocolate, I mean, is some supermarket chocolate. You could have it. I'm good. I
That part. And it's like when you compare as well, like the chocolate, like I mean we have the cocoa for real. And it's like that the cocoa itself is nice, and it's like the taste of it is not been taken away from. But it's like
Yeah.
it's so fun, it's so crazy because you're getting the taste, and then the Ganoderma's like the
Wow.
supercharged superfood
Yes.
is just there. It's just present, and so it's like now it's like you don't want to go too crazy, but you can really might like have a healthier lifestyle and do what you did, but
Yeah.
in a better way. And I realized that's like I love how you do with your
Hmm.
recipes. Like I remember you showing me like I was like, how did you do it? You made like you made like a
Yes.
bread with this like nutritional shake.
I
I was like,
love it,
yo, this is
man. Look,
crazy. I was like,
you
there's so
know,
much you can do
I,
as
I've,
well. Just
I've when I learned how to make bread using the shakes, using the vanilla shake mix and stuff like that, I make the bread with it and everything. And then I started thinking to myself, what else could I do with this with this type of bread? And I started making cinnamon rolls and doing all kinds of pastries and stuff, doing apple fritters, um, making pizza. I love it when I make pizza. I've had one of my amazing friends.
Mhm.
It's actually Coffee and Friendship from out in Florida. Out in Florida. We went down there and spent some time. My family went down there and spent time
Mhm.
with them and their family and everything. And whenever we was out there, I made some pizza for them. I also made them some of the ice cream and everything. I made the vanilla one for them first, and the day that I was leaving, I
Mhm.
made them the chocolate ice cream, and they didn't get a chance to taste that one until after I was home. We was on video call talking about that one. But I made the pizza for them and everything, and the pizza was so good. You know how most places you go to, people will eat the pizza and stuff, and then you get down to just the crust, they'll throw it away if they don't have any meat and cheese and stuff on it. The
Yeah,
crust is whenever they got finished,
yeah.
the lady of the house was literally loving the crust so much she was taking the meat and cheese and everything off and saying just how much she would just love to sit there just to eat the crust with the light vanilla taste of the OGX in the crust. She was just loving the crust just that much. I mean, most places you go to, you
That's
get down to
crazy.
the crust,
Yeah.
you throwing it away.
No, that's facts. And like even like when you talk about like the pizza, the bread, whatever, like pastries and whatnot, typically that's like
Hmm.
something to stay away from. Like you want to stay away from the breads,
Yeah.
the usually the processed white stuff and white breads and whatnot. But I want to like usually there's and especially with coffee, like usually there's with regular coffee there's like negative side effects. Usually with like certain things there's negative side
You know,
effects. Tell me, how have you felt when you ate these healthier
oh man.
creations? Like, did you feel sluggish? Like, was there any side effects? Was it positive side
It
effects? Or was it negative? Like,
you
what
you
was the
just
experience
feeling
for you and
good,
your family?
and I'm gonna tell you this, and I don't know if you saw the video that I did whenever I did the apple fritters and stuff, but I'm gonna make sure to send it to you so you can see. But if anybody who's watching, definitely check out my timeline here on Instagram or wherever you're looking at it. You checking us out on Facebook or whatever. Check out
Mm-hmm.
Global Beauty Cafe. Look at the timeline. You'll see the video with the ice cream, the apple fritters, and everything that I've created on there. But you asked, but on the apple fritters, my son, the biggest skeptic ever on any type of foods, any consumable ever, he's gonna speak his mind. I'm glad I taught him well. Whenever it comes to food, let them know. If they ask you, let him know. Whenever
Yeah, that's
whenever
good.
he bit it, and I made sure to get a video of him and I posted it and stuff because I knew he was gonna find it. I knew he was gonna know he was gonna think it tasted good because whenever I tasted it the first time, literally, I mean, it's like wow, wow. Whenever he tasted it the first time, his eyes sprung open. You'll see. You'll see. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna make sure you get the
Yeah,
video so you can see it. His eyes sprung open. He's 7 years
yeah,
old. You can't
definitely.
make a child lie and tell food tastes good if it don't taste good. The glaze that I made that I made on it was majority of the entire glaze. 95% of the glaze is all the OGX. Whenever I got to the point where I started running
Yeah.
out of the vanilla and I had the majority of chocolate, the last pastry that I did in the house, I did it and the glaze on it was with the chocolate OGX. And I did it because
Mm-hmm.
for one, I want them to get their health and wellness of what they're consuming. but even bigger than that, I want them to be able to understand, you know, you do have a choice when it comes to the foods that you don't have to eat something just because it tastes good, knowing that before the
Yeah.
next 24 hours is over with, your body can't break it down. It's going to turn it into fat cells and everything, and you're going to start accumulating a lifestyle that you really don't want, especially at a young age. Is not a good idea, you know. So I want them to
Yeah.
understand and be
Hmm.
able to experience healthier foods, better foods, foods where you do not have to make a choice whether you want your food to taste good or be good for you. You should be able to have them both. You should have your food taste good and be good for you. And that's what I love the most about
Yeah.
Organo and our product line, because it tastes good, it's good for you. You know, I've one sec. Hold, give me
Yeah.
one second, brother. I
High
do
quality
apologize.
only as well.
Come here, stop beating on the
Okay, no
door.
worries.
I do apologize.
That's okay.
My biggest fan, he was tapping, he kept beating on my door and everything, and it was, come see. Look, look, you
Shout out to
already know who
Lucas.
it is. Shout out to Lucas. You gonna say
Hey,
hi?
Lucas, what's up? What's up? Hey, remember me?
Yeah, he you know, I'm gonna
Yeah,
tell you, even with this one right here, he loves it whenever I make bread and stuff like that, you know. And you'll see in some of the videos, he's with me actually making the breads and stuff like that. Whenever I start mixing stuff,
that's cool.
sometimes
That's
I'm
cool.
kneading the dough with one hand because my other hand is holding Lucas. You know, anytime you see me cooking and I'm only using one hand, is because he's occupying the other one. You know,
Nah, I hear you. I hear you. So, like, tell me a bit more about like, what motivates you to do what you do?
I'm a, you know,
Like, give me like three,
oh, I'm no, no,
I
you
know,
good.
it must
I'm
be
gonna tell
family,
you.
of
I'm gonna tell
course,
you
but
this
like,
in three. You know how you say three segments and stuff. Why I love this so much. You know, and why I actually got started in doing this as an actual business. First things first, the
Mhm.
health side of it. You know, my daughter. I started doing this business when my daughter was Lucas's age. You feel me? Um, she's 15 now. I started doing this business when my daughter was Lucas's age. My daughter, she whenever she couldn't, as a baby, as an infant, I had to hold her so she could
Yeah.
sleep. She had a real bad nasal drip and everything, and she couldn't
Oh
sleep.
wow.
She couldn't sleep well,
Mhm.
unless I was holding her, or she would cough until she wake up. She couldn't go outside and play because her nose was always
Wow.
running and everything. Medical field couldn't tell us exactly what it was. You know, you'd have one doctor saying this, one saying that, one want to prescribe this, another want to give that and everything, and I wasn't cool with none of it. Because
Mm.
with all of the
Yeah.
messed up information that they were sharing, because y'all don't know what's going on. Y'all want to keep suggesting, but your suggestion comes with medications that have side effects that really and truly is not kosher. So I knew something else was out there.
Yeah. Exactly.
Whenever we got this shared with me in my home and everything, I was given some packages and everything with some tea and some hot chocolates and coffee and everything. I put the coffee to the side. I'm not a coffee drinker. Wasn't gonna have it and everything. Um, but my daughter and my family, we love drinking tea. I didn't even realize how much better this tea
Mhm.
would be for us than the tea that we was already drinking. I just figured the tea was tasting good that I was drinking. We good. We drinking some tea. It's supposed to be good for you. Everybody say drinking tea every day is good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, look,
Fact.
4 days
Fact.
passed. My daughter and the rest of the family, of course, we was drinking the tea, and my daughter was drinking the hot chocolate and everything. Wasn't big on chocolate, as you already know. I wasn't big on chocolate, but she loves chocolate. You got a kid.
Yeah.
Chocolate is gonna be in session. Within
Yeah. Kids
four
love chocolate.
days,
Mhm.
as my God is my witness, within 4 days, my baby girl, the nose was all dried up. She was out. She was able to go outside and play.
Yeah.
She was able to sleep without me holding her. And it was a whole new life. Whenever that came to
Wow.
light in my mind, I knew parents everywhere need this stuff in their house. Second thing, the second thing that
Wow.
made me want to be able to do this as a business, which I've already mentioned, is over 80% of the world drinks coffee.
Mhm.
You know, it's a no-brainer. Give them something that tastes good, that they can enjoy,
Yeah.
that they can come to understand is better for them than, you know, drinking a cup of coffee that you need 17 glasses of water just to get your pH back to normal. If your pH is off, your body isn't working right. You know,
Yeah.
so you're drinking a dysfunctional cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Why not get you a functional cup that's made good for you? You know, that's the second thing. You
Exactly.
know,
Exactly. Exactly.
the third thing about it that makes
Yeah.
me love this company so much is internationally, and I mean literally. I've been in some other businesses before, but I've never been in any business organization ever that people outside of your direct organization is open arms, ready to teach you, help you, embrace you, you know, bring people into their circle to help teach them and everything. And I'm like, I've never experienced anything like this before. And
Yeah.
so it makes
That's
it
right.
make sense. You know, you got products that's working. You got products that's
Mhm.
going to move. All you got to get out there is get out there and do the work. And you got a team of people that
Mhm.
internationally that want to come together to help you succeed. I mean, it just makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. Win-win relationship, and like that's why I always say like this is when we're literally part of like an ecosystem where
Yes,
everybody wins, and it's like for every action
yes,
there's a reward, whether visibly or
yep.
invisibly.
You know,
Like like it's so true.
and to
Like
say it like that too, just exactly how you put it, visibly or invisibly, because a lot of people don't realize you're gonna go about your life, and everything you speak about
mhm.
your life will eventually come into permission. It's going to be evident right before your
Yeah.
eyes because you keep saying it. You know, you're going
Mhm.
to find yourself in whatever situation you decide to put yourself in. Um, Sometimes,
Mm.
in order for you to get yourself out of the situation that you're in, it's not you that's going to get you there. It's not the people that you know that's going to get you there. It's somebody that you have no idea who this person is, why they've been brought into your life, why you're listening to them, and why you are going to be able to take direction from that person and everything. It's going, and that's why within building a proper platform, it takes three angles. In order for you to
Mhm.
start off,
Yeah.
you're going to connect with somebody who is going to help you to build it up, and you're going to connect them with somebody else who is going to be brand new to the idea. And whenever y'all working that together, it's going to be you, the person is going to keep helping you build to lift somebody else up to the top. You're going to keep building it up like that the whole
Yeah.
time. And if you keep in, if for one of the things that I always tell people, you got to enjoy what you're doing. You got to love it. You got to love helping the people more than you are about making the money, because anything can make you money. You can go dig
Yeah.
ditches for a living and get paid. If all you're looking for is money, if
Big
all you're
facts.
looking
Big
for is
facts.
money to make you happy, go work in the bank. You can shovel money for somebody else all day long. If that's what makes you happy, just looking at money, you can do that. The thing is, you got to be wanting to serve. You got to be wanting to get out there and let people know what can help them. You got to be wanting to get out there and let people be able to experience a much better way to have life served for them. You know what I'm saying? Um, because
Mhm.
so many
Yeah.
people,
Facts.
they get the misconception thinking that, because they are where they stuck there. You're not stuck anywhere unless you choose to be. Everything about life is a choice. You have to want to choose. You're going to either choose to stay there and be in that rut, or you're going to choose to get up out of that rut and make something better for yourself. You know, I'm not a rut type of guy. I got to move.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not in my vocabulary. I don't know. I'm like, yo, I
Yeah,
always have a ladder with
yes.
me, you know?
I'm not the type of guy that wants to be able
Yeah.
to stop and sit down in in that said place. I got to get up and move around. And that's why I don't even
Yeah.
sit down to be comfortable in a chair. That's why I tell. My wife asked me one time why I break the backs off of the chairs that I sit in. And I tell her, I said, I don't sit down to be comfortable for one. You know, if I'm comfortable, I'm gonna go to sleep. If I'm comfortable, you know, I'm
Yeah.
not gonna get anything done. And just so you know, I'm not exaggerating. I broke the back off of this chair too.
No, no, I know. Yeah, no, I
You
can
know,
tell. I can
I
tell. I can
look,
tell.
your body, you know, if you're sitting down and you can't learn to sit up straight, something's wrong. You should not have to have a back support to sit you up straight. You know, you,
Yeah,
you
it shouldn't
need
have to
to
be
learn
arched.
how to sit up straight. You know, you don't need back support. You know,
Mhm.
I've seen people all the time, you know, talk, you know, doing this, that, and everything, you know, trying to be comfortable. Be uncomfortable, and you're gonna find more comfort than
Mhm.
you can understand that's there for you. Be uncomfortable for a time. You know,
Mhm. Say that again. Say that again for the
be
people. Say that again for the
uncomfortable,
people.
and you will find more comfort than you can
Mhm.
come to imagine. You know,
Yo, guys, he said, be uncomfortable, and you will find so much comfort that you couldn't
yep.
even
But it
imagine.
is true. You know,
Yo,
look at it
it's
like
so
this.
true.
One of the things that I love to do every day. I'm a country boy. You know, a lot of people see me whenever I got a suit on and everything all the time, and I'm out, and I'm out doing different business and different opportunity settings and stuff like that. They see
Mhm.
me with some of the cleanest suits you can come to imagine. And I love wearing suits, man.
Mhm.
I love it. You know, it's just me. It's in my system. I got two
Yeah,
suits sitting
yeah,
right over there. You know, just waiting for me to put one of them on to go
yeah,
to an event later on. But I'm gonna tell you this. You know,
yeah.
I love walking outside with no shoes on. You know, some people, I got people all the time. Even my mom, every time my mom sees me outside with no shoes on, she fuss at me all the time. Look, I'm 40 plus years old. My mom still fuss at me to go put my shoes on. I still don't. I still will not wear shoes if I'm walking around outside. You know, it's good for your
Yeah,
body to be grounded. You know, your body is an
yeah. Mhm.
electrical system. Yeah, it is.
Keeps
Your
you
body
present
is
as
an
well.
electrical system. You know, you have to be grounded. You know, you go outside with no shoes on, walk on the ground, enjoy the ground. You know, it's better to walk in the dirt and the grass than if you're in a place where you're on the beach, walk on the sand and stuff like that. Take your shoes off. You know, you don't need to have shoes on 24/7. It's good to ground yourself. It's good to connect your body to the earth. It's good for your body. It's good for your back. It's good for your knees. It's good for your muscles. It's good for you. You know, you have to want to be grounded from time to time.
Indeed.
You know, you can't disconnect your body from the world. You know, that's why a lot of people have so many issues that they have. You know, you think that you and the world have to be in total opposite ends of the spectrum. When really and truly, you need to be connected. You need to be connected.
Yeah, and I once heard I once heard he didn't say this verbatim, but I think that was when Guru he said a lot of people are like living accidentally, and it's like, yo, the reason why some people have anxiety is
Hmm.
because they're living accidentally. So it's like, why not start living intentionally, and then now you're operating in the present moment,
Oh
like you're so
yeah.
filled with gratitude. You're like embracing every moment, and like
Yes.
this is what you're doing as well. And I mean, I'm barefoot right now,
Me
so
Look, me too.
but
Look,
that's no story.
you're not the only one. I am too, because
Yeah.
I tell people, I do not, I don't wear shoes all the time. You know, I don't wear boots all the time. You know, it's like I got some people, they because they see me whenever I'm out doing things. You know, I got these, nice boots on, or these, these cool shoes and stuff. You know, I even design my own shoes, my man. You feel me? Uh,
Okay,
and I
okay.
say that fully. I got my
One.
initials on the bottom of my shoes.
Yo, you're gonna put some mycelium under there now.
Look,
Connect to the earth, like, you
but
know.
remember what I said just a moment ago. Be uncomfortable, and you will get yourself into a position where you have
Yeah,
more comfort than you can imagine. Look, these shoes right here,
indeed, indeed.
that I've had the pleasure of designing from Custom Shoes. And I'm gonna throw
Mhm.
them a tidbit up there too, because
Yeah,
look, you could design your shoes. You could have your soles in them made however you want to and everything. Your design, put your name on it and everything.
yes, indeed.
Best fit
Mhm.
ever. Had them made to fit my foot. You know, it's not a supermarket style. My foot measurements goes in those shoes. You know, and but I tell people, you know,
So I'm
you
talking
have the
about.
ability to be able to live. You know, because I can tell anybody, look, I'm a country boy from a small town. That you know, I wake up in the morning. You know, I walk outside. I see the cattle across in the field across the street. You know, I'm gonna go feed. You know, whenever we get off the line in a little while, I'm gonna go feed the animals and stuff. I gotta go feed the hogs and everything out on the out in the field on the side over there.
Mhm.
My dad's probably gonna come by. You know, my son's
Yeah.
gonna be home from school. We're gonna go walk in the field and check the crops that that him and my son's planted and everything with the watermelons and the okra and everything. We're gonna go walk out there and check
Cool.
that
That's
out.
cool. I like it.
Um, you know, I'm a down to earth country boy. But whenever people see me all the time in the city and stuff like that, you know, shit, I go to the city, you know, I dress for the occasion, you know. Whenever I'm here in the country, I dress like a
Yeah.
country boy and everything. You dress
Just
for
for
the
the occasion.
occasion, you know. You know, but to get people to
Yeah.
realize, you know, you have the ability to get up and move to be where you want to be. You know, you just gotta want to make the choice and make the decision to get it done. You know, you have the ability to do so many things with your life. You just got to want to make the decision, find the vehicle that's going to get you there, and roll it. You know, every once in a while,
Yeah, and you can still be
yo,
you as
yeah,
well. You can still be you in every environment you go to. Because, like, yeah, you might put
yeah,
on the suit and go to another city, but
exactly.
you're still the poorest. You go back to the
I'ma
country,
still be
you're
me.
still the poorest. You know what I mean? Like,
Uh, you know,
you still be you. You know what I mean? And that's what I love about, like, that's what, like, for me, like health freedom, total freedom, like the ability to
yes,
go anywhere, think think for yourself. You know, like, do for yourself as well. You
oh
know,
yeah,
so. Yeah, I appreciate you, and I just want to, like, share some, like, we'll get off this live, just
hmm
but I want you to share just some encouragement for anyone that maybe want to look to make healthier choices, or choices to, like, improve their health and help others at the
definitely,
same
definitely.
time, and help themselves
You
by
know, I'm
helping
gonna
others.
say
You know?
this, and this is coming from me telling everybody here what helped me to start building my business incredibly over the last few months, especially. Um, I never wanted to, for one, I never wanted to be in front of the camera. Not, it was never designed for me. I was having that feeling for the longest. I never wanted to be the person telling my story. I never wanted to be the person getting out there, wanting to, you know, as much as I love being belly to belly with people, I never wanted to be the person that wanted to get out there and put myself on the front line. Whenever I decided to make a shift
Mm-hmm.
and started telling my story, letting people understand the health and wellness aspects that they have the ability to have access to, letting people know the ability that you have, for one, you know, and I have to bring my story in as a parent because some of the things that we have the ability to experience as a parent in doing things health wise for ourselves and for our children, for our whole household, um, it brings up a whole different aspect. Um, and I know, and me speaking about our company is, you know, is kind of difficult sometimes
Mm-hmm.
because I try to talk about certain products in certain countries that we're open to do business in, and not some in other countries
Yeah,
that we don't, because we don't have all of our products in every country. You know, it fit.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know, we say, you know, we're working, we're
Mm-hmm.
growing, we got things happening. You know, one of the things that I love as a
Mm-hmm.
parent, besides the aspect of the beverages, the chocolates and everything that my kids can love, our G3 bath soap. FYI, this is incredible. I've used this on my babies. Both of my
Mm-hmm.
sons have this is the only soap that's ever touched their skin. This right here is some of the best soap that I've ever come to experience in my life. Um, and you know,
Yeah, it's amazing. It's
it's the
amazing.
soap that literally, after working on my vehicle, it cleans the motor oil and stuff off my hands. I can go fishing all day long and I will not smell like yesterday's catch. And I can still clean my babies with this. This soap is incredible. um you have the ability to get out there and tell your story, express yourself, let your people see you, Don't let people see what you think they want to see, because honestly, they just want to see you. They don't want to see a mirage. They want to see real people. They want to experience
Mm.
real people. They don't want you to get out there and think you have to showboat and try to be somebody you're not, because at the end of the day, it's not going to make you happy. It's not going to make them happy. It's not going to make them want to connect with you, because you're showing them that they have to connect with something that's far-fetched out there in the world that even you can't see. So just be you. Let your contacts know you and who you are. Tell your story. Don't be ashamed of yourself, because people just want to be able to connect with you. If they're sitting down with you to share a cup of coffee, trust me, that's the best way to make friends. One of the things that I love to say, this is something that came to mind for me whenever I started actually being able to build this business the right way. Whenever I stopped worrying about the structures, this, that, and the other thing, and I started making friends by connecting with them with a cup of coffee, this started building my business in ways that you can't even imagine. And it's something that brought to mind because it's something that Dr. Bob had put in my chest a couple years ago. I was in a meeting, in an opportunity setting that he was doing the presentation. He wrote one word on the board. One word. Coffee. ? He said, send this to people in a text message and wait for them to respond. I did that. And it didn't even dawn on me until earlier this year. What happened when I did that back then, but I did it again, and it brought something to mind. People don't really care about your opportunity. They care about you. They will sit down with you over a cup of coffee all day long, and the thing that they really want to connect with is you. Serve them
Yeah, people care even though they act like they don't sometimes as well.
Yeah,
They
I
do
mean,
care.
they
Everyone
care.
cares
They care about you.
to some degree.
They I say they don't care about your opportunity loosely. Okay, they do want to know what you got going on, but they care about you more than the opportunity. I think that'll make it even more clear than what I said a minute ago. They care more about you than anything else. That's why I said earlier, you need to care more about your people than the money. Your people is going to care more about you than any opportunity that's out there, because for one, they're sitting down having conversation with you. And again, that's what I love the most about this company is that you have the ability to connect more with people over a cup of coffee than anything else. It's really amazing. It's a good gift. It's something great to be a part of and everything. And I mean, just like us, we're in totally different organizations, and we're here connected, sharing stories, sharing this with people internationally around the world, letting people see that this right here can be, we're here to serve you. We're here to serve y'all.
Yeah, and that's true. Just like operate authentically. And I even said when I was on, I don't know if it was on the conversation on success, but I even said that like build people,
yes,
and you'll build the business. So build people to build business. Don't build a business
exactly. It doesn't work that way.
It doesn't work. So it's like it's really a people-based business. It's really about creating those win-win relationships, understanding and sharing and communicating, educating that this is a win-win relationship as well. Like this is an ecosystem again where everybody wins, and it's like really painting that picture. And I want to really thank you like for being on this call as well.
Thank you for inviting
me. And yeah, thank you for sharing your story and all your gems and stuff like that.
Thank you for inviting me, my brother. Anytime, I love to get a chance to come on the line and chop it up with you and everything. Let's do this again. Yeah, definitely. Looking forward to it.
Yes, indeed. So everyone, this was a health call. Drop your biggest takeaways. Let us know if you're ready to make a healthier choice as well. All right. So this is Devin Edwards, aka Devin the Connector, connecting you to the knowledge that will empower yourself. Like, follow the Porus as well. Share, comment, and stay empowered. Right?
Let me share this one more thing. For everybody to realize, it's easy, it's simple, it's organo. Thank you again, my brother.